In front of me is a Honor 20E, and today I'll show you how you can go through the setup of this phone. So when you power it on for the first time, you should be presented with this screen right over here where you get to select your language. Now before I get started with actually selecting my language, I'll mention that if you're planning to pop in a SIM card into this device, and considering this is a phone and you are living in a different country, for instance a language that you don't speak, a SIM card is basically from that country, you might want to first pop in the card and then change it or select the language, because once you pop in the card of the country, it's going to change it to that language of the SIM card, and it's going to completely ignore what you have selected right here because reasons. So just for the people that are planning to pop in a SIM card, do it right now and then select your language. It's going to make it a little bit easier. So anyway, for everybody else that is using as an example a SIM card with the same language or from the same place that they actually speak the language of, I can just disregard this comment and continue with the setup by selecting your language and selecting get started. Choose your region, which will define time zone. You have terms of use, so you do have to agree to the license agreement right here, and that's about it. So let's go to the next page. Here we have the insert SIM card, which is 3 steps a little bit too late if like I mentioned you are in a different country. So I'm just gonna skip this right now because it would actually change for me language to Polish if I would pop in this card, so that's kind of annoying. Now once you go to the next page, you have the data import, which allows you to move over the data from a different phone to this one. Now this will be using, I believe, their phone clone application. So if you're using something else like a different brand than Huawei or Honor, you will need to download this from Play Store. For Huawei and Honor devices, the phones already come with that application baked in, and it's a fairly easy to use application where you just get to connect the devices, basically selecting that one phone will see this one, and you select if you want to send or transfer the data, and then you get to choose what kind of data you want to transfer over, and then you press start and wait. Now I'll be setting it up as new, so I'm completely going to skip this by tapping on next, which will bring me up to the next page, which is Wi-Fi connection. So right here I could connect to Wi-Fi or completely skip it, which I will. Now by skipping it, I will also lose the option to log into the Google account throughout the setup process, but that can be changed later on once the setup has been complete by going into the settings. And then going into what we have right here, we have Google services with location, scanning, and sending user and diagnostic data. Now briefly going into all 3 of those, location is just a GPS tracking for things like Google Maps, so it gives you an accurate position on the map. Allow scanning allows the device to look for signals like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and then send user and diagnostic data allows Google to spy on you. Now we can go to the next page, which is device protection, which allows us to set up some kind of screen lock to our device, fingerprint, and face recognition. So if that is something that you want to use, go right ahead and set it up. I'll be using not a pin. As you can see, it opts by default into pin, so you can tap right here to change the method and have also access to pin, password, custom pin, which is just longer than a 4-digit one, and yeah, I'm gonna stick with a pattern right here. So let's draw it and then repeat it. Once I press done, it's gonna be automatically set. Now I don't want to add a fingerprint, so I'm just gonna skip this step right here, and then we have enhanced services. So you can enable it. You can read exactly what you're going to be enabling right here, but I'm going to select no thanks right here. To have user experience improvements programs, again you can read exactly what these are by tapping on a blue text right here, which will also expand the explanation, or you can disregard it. Huawei location services, I already chose to, actually no, I didn't turn off the location services, so I'm just going to set up later here. Keep your software up to date, so we have enable manually or update manually or enable and continue. And once you select that, the process is finished. And that is how you could go through the setup of your phone. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.